Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome to our first episode of a Let's Play of Golden Axe 2. I figured since we finished Golden Axe 1 we might as well go into Golden Axe 2. I won't go into Golden Axe 3 because I've never actually finished that. I've just got it on this screen because what I've done is been naughty again, and I have entered a cheat code to get more credits. Because this one I think I actually did do it off the normal one without needing the extra credits, but it's just I want the extra credits just in case, because it's not like I want to keep playing to the same point and then finding like, oh, I can't get any further and I won't be able to finish the game. But I have finished this game before. I'm pretty sure I did it on the normal credit system, but I've done a cheat to get enough credits. So what will happen is I will have to cut it from like this bit into an earlier video where I actually recorded the intro and stuff. And I've got to say, like, the way that they did the intro for this game, like the initial part of it is really, really good, but then when they get to the title screen, the music just changes in such a way that I'm like, you kind of lost the awesome feel. So yeah, I also don't actually remember which save file it is, so I will need to cut it anyway, because I need to figure out which one is the correct file and which one is the incorrect file. So yeah, we'll get into playing Golden Axe 2, and yeah, hopefully this one won't be another 2-episode thing, but if it is, then it's a 2-episode thing. Who really cares? At least I've done like a solid block of another game, and then after this game is finished we'll move into something else. I have a particular sort of Game Pass game or EA game that I would like to look into, but because I don't own it, I have to make sure that when I start that video I can actually do an entire series. So yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. So, this game actually does have a pause function, which is quite handy. This is all that the pause screen is. But yeah, so I have saved it like right at the point where it started, but after like the initial credits thing was done. So you haven't missed anything. And if I die, which I most likely will, we should have 9 credits instead of 3. I think that's right, or it's 8 credits instead of 3. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, I do like the music in this one. Oh, and you've got like medieval style Wolverine characters in this one. And you probably heard that. The death sound that these guys make, I think, is one of the worst death sounds I've ever heard in a game. That it's like they took the noise from a goat. Now, these guys give you the magic in this game, instead of the little elves or pixie things from the first game. I certainly think this game has also changed the health function. So I think in like the original game, a single hit would remove a full bar of health, where in this one it seems like it sort of goes for a half. Instead of the full thing. And yeah, doesn't take long to get the first creature in this game. Now I think the magic in this is also slightly different. Like we've kept with our character from the first one. It is the same chick. So this is basically like what one of those little pink dudes was, and hopefully I remember all the correct things. So like I remapped the buttons, so A should be jump, X is attack, and B is magic. Yeah, and then the original game's magic was basically like you hit the magic button and it does magic in that whatever level it is. This one has a different one, so you can got thrown on the stone. So this is like your first boss. Now if I remember right, there is a cheat thing for this one, that I think you need to start by like holding the magic button, and you keep holding it until you beat all of these guys. Sorry, I shouldn't say until. You keep holding it throughout this entire fight. I'm not doing it, obviously. But you hold it throughout this entire fight, and then the next, the camp thing after this. So this, you need to keep holding it the whole time through this, and you can't move or do anything. You don't attack these guys, just leave them alone. And then when the next round starts, then you can you can release the magic button at that point, but you have to make sure you do it before it hits the edge of your magical thing. Anyway, after the battle in the Ravaged Village, we decided to start, for I missed the end of that because I was talking. Hopefully you read it. So what I will do is I will just save here. We'll make this save data 6. That way if I do need to go back, then I can redo it from this point. Yeah, so you release the magic before it gets out of that 6 on the magic thing. And I think I was in the middle of saying about the magic. Unlike the first one, you don't just hold, you don't just press magic and have it cast at that level. You instead hold the magic button and it will cast magic to the level that you release it at. So there's was it 3? Yeah, 3 levels there of level 1 magic. So if you release it just on the level 1, it will only use the level 1 magic. If you hold it until it gets to the 2, you'll do the level 2. If you get it to the 3, etc, etc. So that cheat would give you unlimited, well, it's not actually unlimited, it's 100 and something magic bottles. So you have what is in effect, unlimited magic, unless you decide to use the magic just continuously, in which case you would probably run out. Alright, I need to make him drop. Oh. And the mounts in this one are definitely a bit more prone to running. I don't think there was as much free time. So that's our first life gone. I think basically you get 3 lives, so you'll get like the 2, 1 and then 0, and once you use all of the life from your 0, then you will need to continue. From what I remember, skeletons in this one are a little bit more difficult than the original game. Still retain very much the similar attack pattern, you know, run and bash with the shield, or the whole skyward jump and then come down. You can actually attack from jumping. It's meant to be one of like the most viable ways of attacking in this. I just don't particularly like using it. And many of the bosses are very much similar to oh, I forgot about that. They still have that sort of leftover like dead zone at the side. But honestly, that fucking, sorry, language, that that death sound that they do, it's so annoying. That. Yep, so now we get the white skeletons. So it's probably a good thing. So I'll do the magic on this one, do level 6 magic, which will use all of my magic, but you can see what the most powerful magic is. So that kills the 2 skeletons. Yeah. This dude has really good reach. And like the 2 different things. I think the kick one is actually more useless on this guy. There we go. He's dead. So at least we can replenish some magic in this one. I will say I don't recommend using your magic on like bosses, early bosses, if you don't need to. We found the enemy was using the ancient ruins as a base. We have destroyed it, and now we leave for the enemy's headquarters. But I think at this point what I'll do is, again, we'll save that game, and because it has reached sort of around the 13-minute mark, I might as well end it here this week. I realise that that's like 3 minutes of me talking and like 10 minutes of actual game, but I don't want the games to run too long, you know me. So I hope that you have enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.